Alright, I thought about it, and almost 2 beers down, and it's late, and I'm tired. It's a terrible time to do another stream, so here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. We got one day in the Shadow Chamber. We have a new engineer, right, so she can continue helping to excavate here. We've got people who desperately need to get out of sickbay. And the game's just... I haven't bothered to restart my computer or the game or anything, so shit could get rough. Attention, supply job available. Oh, thank you. And we can get more alien allies, as if we cared about that. All in will get us 20% more supplies. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Well, I do care about getting to a facility. We've got suit up, which is great. It would be better if we also had any kind of dead ruler aliens to go along with it. But unfortunately we don't. Why don't we finish getting these supplies? Apparently we've already purchased the heal faster bonus from the Resistance headquarters.
Shadow chamber now operational.
Nice. So, let me think for a second. We can continue researching laser weapons.
Although I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network, the depths of their technological advancement continue to leave us one step behind. However, with the enhanced decryption capabilities of this chamber, I'm confident we will find a great deal more information than we had previously hoped.
Tigan, I love you, baby. Alright,
We are fully prepared to begin our analysis of the material recovered from the Advent Black Site.
cool.
With
I
the
love
Shadow
the way the
Chamber
HQ
fully
music
operational,
changes after you
we
make
can
the Shadow
use its
Chamber.
advanced decryption capabilities to analyze the Codex artifact recovered by our forces.
It's got this. It's like it's still mysterious, but it's like vaguely motivating, while still kind of vaguely tragic. It's like shit's bad and shit's weird and shit's interesting, and we have a fighting chance. All right, pulse laser weapons. 3 days. Yeah, it's probably worth it to finish laser weapons and then do research either on the Black Site Vial or the Codex Brain. I think we'll have time. So in the meantime, the question becomes: is it worth it to build a psi laboratory? It's not, because I can't, because I don't have psionics researched. So that answers that question right away. If we want to upgrade, we need more power. We need 4 more power. Actually, we need 3 more power. Huh. Well, that's interesting. So I could throw another gremlin in there. I have 2 gremlins at the moment. Huh. So this is a gremlin, right? No, I got a gremlin in the Proving Grounds. The Proving Grounds is not doing anything. Did I get any more cores? No, I did not. Okay. For now, that extra engineer is just going to start very slowly digging away at that power coil, which is going to take 90 days if he does it by himself. We'll continue with pulse laser weapons, and we'll head to the Resistance headquarters after we finish the supply drop. Start trying to heal some people faster. Yeah, let's go recruit new staff. We're not gonna do it.
Commander.
Oh, well, we are gonna get another engineer, actually. 220 supplies. We got a ton of supplies, so. Ooh, buy non-human personnel. I forgot about this mod. This very silly mod. We got a human alien hybrid. PH was part of the peacekeeping detail assigned to a small town in the United States until a resistance raid resulted in her chip getting damaged in the fight. After a few days of being allowed to freely think for herself, Advent's attempts to restore her full capabilities resulted in her defection to the resistance. Ooh. I'm gonna go with no. But I like that her name is basically a serial number. That's very good. That's very good canon. Alright, heal faster. Get those laser weapons.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander.
Will they? Will they allow us to make laser weapons? Pulse pistol, pulse Sten gun, and pulse rifle. Awesome. Let's move on to psionics, I think, but what are we going to do? Advanced laser. Should do lasers. Should do advanced lasers. Okay. We'll do that.
Begins immediately, Commander.
But we'll sabotage it
when I have a full report available.
Immediately by researching the black site. Why does the black site vial take 9 days? Codex brain takes 8. That's really bizarre. Well, the black site vial is a little easier, I think. It's an easier mission. 9 days, that sucks. And, oh, I've got another engineer. What am I doing?
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team. But
Oh,
as it
do you?
stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment.
Oh.
We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing the facility.
Alright, here's where this gets weird. We're going to put an engineer in here temporarily. Okay. And then we're going to buy another space in the workshop. Under supplies. Additional workbench.
Upgraded.
Put our last engineer in there to make 2 gremlins. One of the gremlins will replace this engineer. Okay.
We've been picking up some weird transmissions lately. It sounds a little like German, but it's hard to tell.
Vallen! And we will then create an additional comm station. Video output low. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Oh, that stinks.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare, which means we can't expand our facilities further.
Now we have way more resistance contact space, but we're all tapped out on power. And we have an additional workshop gremlin, which will be used to build and staff the Scilab once we're ready to build it. Got it all planned out. Okay, Slugger Hughes is recovered. That's awesome. And
Commander,
just
we've
in
had
time,
the
I
Shadow
guess.
Chamber running the numbers. These are the tactical projections for our next field operation.
All right, I don't really care about midnight raids. Getting another scientist is okay, I guess. I should check how many scientists I have. More intel is straight up good. And that's hack the workstation. Give me a second to see how many I have 5 scientists. It's not exactly a shortage, but I'd really rather get the intel, to be honest. Let's just go in and get the intel.
Setting course for Sector 15,
We'll stop the unknown
West
event.
Asia.
Which is not Viper rounds, and it's not midnight raids. Although Viper rounds would be nice to stop too, because then if somebody gets shot, they get sick. But we do have a medic. I don't know. Oh, computer's suffering here. There we go. Alright, right, so we're bringing, I guess, both of our shinobis on this mission. And you can take a smoke bomb, and you could take your throwing knife. I do want to actually build the laser stuff that we've researched. So, we do have our nanomech kit, yeah. Pulse pistol, pulse rifle, and pulse Sten gun. How many alloys? I'm probably just gonna have just enough alloys to cover, like, the minimum. So rifle, Sten gun. Can we do pistol? Yes, we can. And then, shame, we really need more alloys. Whew, game's having a hard time. Okay, I don't think we want two gunners. Who are we bringing? Oh Christ, our sharpshooter's out. Oh, it sucks so much, man. Alright, let's bring our crappy sharpshooter. She looks absurd, so we're gonna change her look. Because it's really, really bad. Yeah, you can just take a regular plated look. And we'll leave your sleeves open, and your legs should also be plated. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm not planning to develop you too much. I just want my regular sniper back. You can have disgusting, idiotic smiley faces all over your armor, and that's fine too, because I don't care. And your armor can have an obnoxious color to it. Like it's red and... Oh god, that's awful. Yes! Yes! You look like a disease! Oh, it's horrible. Oh, Jesus. That's like puke! That's the worst fucking look! Alright. Good stuff. Let's work on your loadout. You're gonna be taking... No? No, you won't be taking? I want to give you the other sharpshooter's weapons. Why can't I do that? Make weapons available. Yes. Come on. Here we go. Gold tooth. At least you'll have a good, you know, weapon. A good pistol. You could use depleted uranium rounds, which is kind of a little bit of a waste, but whatever. Otherwise, we've got who we want to have. We have a grenadier. Oh, let's make armor available as well, so that this grenadier can wear his... No, he needs an... Where's the exosuit? Where's our exosuit here? Oh, we have two grenadiers. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. We'll just have two grenadiers then. Kind of weird, but whatever. Okay, in that case, you can wear a vest. Wild child. Your advanced grenade launcher's fine. Let's give you a stun gun. I did buy the stun guns, right? Yeah, okay. Stun gun. I guess 2 plasma grenades is fine. I don't really have a problem with that. Okay, you got a stun gun. That's good. You just have a regular stun gun. This thing... right. You're just going to carry a shotgun, because that's how that works. You're not going to be carrying a shotgun. You are going to be carrying a stun gun. Where's stun gun? There it is. Alright, otherwise I think we're ready to go. You have laser pistol. You are not going to be carrying laser anything. Hey, yep. Archon Executioner. Fuck. Oh, we'll find out. Alright, let's dive in. Woo, game.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Yeah, I think probably restarting the computer would have been a better idea than not restarting the computer. We're gonna load the inside of the Sky Ranger at any point.
We've been keeping an eye on an intermittent signal moving through this area, and we think it's tied to an unprotected terminal on board one of the Advent trains. We can't pass up a chance to retrieve their data on the latest alien project, so we're moving on the train. Eliminate all hostile forces with extreme prejudice. If we can seize control of that data, we might have a shot at stopping their progress.
Well, at least we got Slugger on the team. And 2 Shinobis is really nothing to sniff at. They can be pretty powerful on a pinch. And 2 Grenadiers is also nice. And we got Torres. We got Sparkler. All in all, it's not a bad team. It's really not. Hopefully our hacking specialists can show off their stuff. Flex their muscles a little bit. Holy moly. This is just ridiculous.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
Okay, alright. Map is loaded. So this is kind of weird. This is like a rural edge of suburbia train line. This is actually a train station. I don't usually see this. So that's kind of cool. Oh, and this is like an elevated... Oh, that's really cool. Alright, let's get up there.
Okay.
Might as well take the high road while we can. Just spy ahead with our Shinobi. Oh, and that's really cool. There's like a makeshift bridge right there. Alright, well that's irritating right off the bat. That turret.
Rolling.
Okay, pod back there. What the fuck? This is like a magic show for these civilians. They got a codex, and then they're surrounded by sectoids. Like the codex is just gonna be blowing their minds. Like, oh, okay, our alien masters have an interdimensional being. That's cool. My grandma is interdimensional. Huh. All right. Well, how do we wanna play this? I'm thinking we'll just hit this pod.
I am on my way.
And then we'll deal with the sentry turret, kind of just as we're dealing with that pod at the same time. So fishbowl, you can get right up there. Luckily, we've got now more than one flashbanger on the team.
Location confirmed.
Slugger, you can get up on that roof. You, the sniper, are the most worthless person on the squad. Just hang out wherever, I don't give a shit. Barn Owl, you can make your way up. And may as well get to like there.
Rolling out.
And Torres, you're going to want to help out everybody Just, I would say, come over to here.
Affirmative.
And you should create your own kind of command radius. Alright, awesome. Those guys didn't even move. So, let's just toss down a flashbang. Well, no, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do this a little differently. We'll have Wild Child probably is going to toss his regular grenades over here. Although, because I don't want to... I don't know if that's how I'm going to do this, because I don't want to use my sting grenades on these guys, because that's such a waste. So I'm actually going to flash them just with a regular flashbang. They don't deserve a sting grenade.
None can impede fate.
We just got to make sure that we take out that turret. Probably just shut it down. Worst comes to worst.
Right, friend, while we still have time.
Excellent. Now we're ready to punish these fools. The most lethal of them is obviously the Codex. So, we bring Vapo Rub right up here. He should have an excellent shot on the Codex. It's not going to be a flanking shot, but that's alright. He's also going to block... What? What do you have him using? Oh yeah, I know that. He's also going to block the ladder. So he's going to make it just about impossible for them to, like, climb up. Yeah, just shoot the Codex. Shame we don't. Really is a shame we don't have Brucey. I feel like Brucey could just make that a kill, straight up. All right, Torres, can you take out that turret all on your lonesome? I think you can, man. Okay, that's a little confusing. Really thought that would be dead. But okay, that's fine. Hughes, if you come down here, like come way the fuck down, literally,
I'm going.
then both of these guys should be within your fire radius. So I think you should be able to nail that Codex. Yep, finish the job on the Codex. You got a nasty scar.
Not too shabby.
Damn, Hughes, that like runs right down your fucking face. It's brutal. This is actually a very cool shot. Like the camera's on the other side of the window, so we're getting this glossy effect as we look at. That's awesome. Yeah, that scar just runs like between her eye, down her line nose, her nose line. What the hell am I saying? Her nose line. Here, Guadalupe. This is how you can prove your salt. I'm a real sniper. Why is it just like floating a minute? It's terrible. We don't have two Shinobis because the other Shinobi is in sickbay. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm just delusional.
On the move.
Barnell will get up there and start shooting. With your laser weapon. Let's see. You can jump down here and still be flanking that sectoid. I say do it. And you'll be in cover in both directions. Pretty much the perfect crime. Shatter that window. Shatter his skull. Beautiful. I gotta get you a different voice pack. It's very weird that you're like a beast. For no reason. Alright, this is dangerous, but we're gonna scout ahead. Really far ahead. Ooh. We see some more pods. So, a lot of codices and an Archon. Kinda glad we didn't use our Sting Grenade. And then a Beastmaster with some chrysalids. That's not too bad. Yeah, you just Overwatch, dude. You just stand still and don't get seen. Stand still, crouch still, and don't get seen. Alright, they're all disoriented. They're going to have no choice but to go on Overwatch or run or shoot. They're not going to use any of their psychic abilities for sure. I'm not really worried about this pod. They're just being spied upon. Oh, babe. Oh my god. How? Are you serious? You're disoriented! You can't see straight, and you get a crit. You son of a bitch. Okay. Well, that's really fucking annoying. If VapoRub reloads, you should be able to get a shot on the sectoid back there without any difficulty. Yes, let's just make sure that the target list is registering correctly. It is. Take the shot. Turn off the Overwatch. Thank you. Alright. Hughes. Slugger. Get over here.
Seems doable.
Punish this fucker for ever shooting at you. Son of a bitch. His foot sticking up in the air. And then, you know what? Kill the next fucker. Slugger Hughes, Slayer of Sectoids. Which bear is best? Hughes. Okay. I think this stands a pretty good chance of working. Yep, that works.
Hostile terminated.
The longer you have a soldier, the better you know them. That's actually really good. That's a good idea. That's a good point. I don't really want to move anybody right now, because we're going to engage the pod if we move forward, pretty much.
Position confirmed.
So I'm going to say... Let's just have you steady your weapons, since you actually have shots from here. You just chill. You just chill as well. Sparkler, move up and give some support to everybody here.
Double time it.
In fact, reload. Why did I reload? Why did I have 3 free
Weapons
reloads?
hot.
Should have just gone on Overwatch. Doesn't matter, because we're gonna break. Our concealment by hitting this pod hard. And the way that we're going to do that... How are we going to do that exactly? Is this going to work? It's really not perfect. Here's an idea. Can you hack that terminal from here? Maybe not. Oh, you know what? You can activate the pod actually just by shooting this motherfucker. So just do it. Let him know we're here. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Okay, I think that the incendiary bomb can land now, and it will not have any difficulty. Oh no, bugs! I'm so frightened. Bork, you are doing me a fright.
Back in.
Vapo, You're actually contributing to the team today. I don't know. Why do I rag on you, man? You're actually really good.
What did you expect?
You got that awesome Australian accent. We'll hold out on having you do much. We'll have Barn Owl make another wicked cool shot. Very nice.
Target neutralized.
I like Barn Owl. I feel like she's one of the kind of unspoken heroes of the squad a little bit. Alright, nail that chrysalid drone. Beautiful.
Well fought.
So I don't know if there was a little message that came up. It said collector. I forgot that Torres sends a 50% chance of gaining an intel point for every non-humanoid enemy killed, which is frankly awesome.
Whatever you say.
And I actually probably should have used the healing ability on my specialist there, and I did not. Whoops.
Affirmative.
Okay. Now let's start moving forward. I don't want to move next to that car. That would be a disaster, I think. Okay. Kind of just hairy region here. Having this fire here is kind of sucks. It's kind of getting in the way of everything. But
No
we'll
problem,
deal.
boss.
Guadalupe, you may as well just hang out up here, I think. Reload. Vapor Rub, why don't you start to head... Actually, why don't you reload and then just send out a heal on Slugger.
Back online.
Um,
Give him a heal.
Barnell, you can head down as well. You can... may as well just make your way over there. It doesn't really matter. Wild Child, you head down as well. Don't want to step in the fire.
So be it.
Guadalupe, you're staying there. Sparkler, you definitely need to head down and stick with the squad because you give them that cover
Certainly gonna
bonus.
Put in a good word for you if we make it out of here.
Furball, I don't care about you.
Come get
Overwatch.
some.
Iron will be restored.
Fishbowl, don't catch fire. Okay, good. Ready for the next turn. What are distraction and override?
Attempting infiltration.
I wonder what these are. What is distraction? And what is override? I should actually respond to this text. Distraction. Squad recovers all action points already spent this turn. Are you serious? That's insane! And I have a 100% chance of getting that. Wow. Like, that's way better than the one I have a lower chance of getting. That's... okay. We're not going to take that right now, because we haven't spent any action points. So that would be, you know, crazy. But here's an idea. Let's move up. Uh-oh, I triggered the next pod.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point.
Come at me. Oh, he's in a battle frenzy. Crazy. Yep, this should hit all of the codexes. It will also disable 3 of them. This is cheating. This is definitely cheating.
On it.
Okay. How do we want to play this? Kelly should probably be the last person to do any kind of attacks. You're not going to move because you're going to hack the network tower, or the network access point. Whatever, it's security access, whatever the fuck it is. You are going to hit these dudes. I think you're going to start making holes. Where is the... okay, there's the computer, so we don't want to hit that. We do want to hit these suckers. Please don't blow up. You may suggest that to the appropriate authorities as long as they don't grant penalties. Absolutely. I would never get in the way of that. Alright, who can you hit? 86% on that codex, 84% on that codex. Actually, 86% on the one behind no cover at all. That's pretty good. Except you missed. It was good, but you missed. God damn it.
Negative damage.
Alright, Hughes. Should bring your way over here.
Got it. Moving.
And then do that to them.
You know that was good.
It was good. I appreciated it. It was nice. Thank you. Alright, who else do we got? We got Furball and Barn Owl. And Sparkler. Torres! Yes, Torres.
Closing on target.
You're gonna make it happen, Captain. 97. 11 to 13 damage. You can do it, my man. I know you can. I believe in you. How? Okay. Dodge.
here.
You're stunned. How? Would you dodge? How'd you dodge? How?
Heading out.
Alright. Now, hack this tower.
Bypassing security.
Get all of our action points back. This is just insanely... Like, the towers are never this good. They're never this good. And the rewards are never this likely. Like, I'm not used to getting 100% chances to get rewards. Yep, all action points back. Alright, might as well hack the workstation.
Accessing system.
100% chance of insight. I wonder what that's about. Research time on current tech reduced by 50%. No reason to not take that.
I'm in.
This mission does not strike me as dire as dire as the previous one.
Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Okay, alright. Now, this Archon, he's a bad guy. Just don't know if we can really do that much about him. Okay, you didn't kill anybody. That's fine. We can freeze this Archon, actually, if we keep eyes on him. So, Furball, why don't you move around to the side here?
Moving to position.
You're such a good shinobi. So stealthy. So unseen. Alright. As I was saying, you can launch a frost bomb. Oh yeah. Could make this motherfucker wish he was never born. Nice work, Fishbowl. Hippo rub. Take down a codex. Any codex will do. I love that tattoo pattern he's got on his face.
numbers.
By the numbers. May as well get the loot.
I'm going.
Just a bunch of lockboxes. 2 cores though. Cores are good.
I've got the thing.
I've got the thing. I swear I hear something like growling. Is that the Archon? Does the Archon fucking growl? Because that's gross. Oh, can you make this kill? Nice. You actually contributed. Furball, we don't need you to do much. Barn Owl, we don't need you to do much either. you've done everything you need to do here. Let's send our funky cool sparkler Angel Torres up there. And Barnell, you might as well just move up. Can help fight the Archon on the next turn. The Archon who is frozen. Oh, no, there's something back here? Game's having a hard time figuring out what it is. Muton. Oh, the Berserker Queen. Oh, the... And we used a Frost Grenade already. Do, 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 do. Fuck. Huh? Who died? Oh, it must have been a civilian. Yeah, that sucks. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Why didn't I see this coming? Why didn't I see this coming? Alright, Torres. Need you to make this shot, buddy. Need you to do it. Good. Armor down. Come at me, Queen. Close combat. Missed. Eat shit. Alright, good. You come at Hughes, you best not miss. I don't want to leave Hughes out in the open, though. Hughes has Deadeye, which is so fucking weird. She's gonna take it. Boom!
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Oh, agreed.
What exactly she plans on doing with this thing. I would be curious to hear her reasoning. Although I would question whether reason was ever involved in this decision.
Oh, I promise it was not. Alright, you guys have no cover and no armor. 60% chance to get rid of a Muton for us. You think you can do it? 3 out of 5 times you would have made that, but you didn't make it this time. Did I just... No. That must have been a glitch. Alright, what can we do here? You have 2 shots. Take it. Beautiful. Barn Owl,
Target eliminated.
you really are like the silent partner here. Okay, if we do this quietly, or if you approach, you know, silent takedown style, you should be able to kill him without him doing a reflect. I really hope that's the case. Because Mutons ordinarily reflect melee attacks, because they're, like, battle-hardened. But if he doesn't see it coming, yep, he's just dead. Awesome.
Target neutralized.
Beautiful. And you're still cloaked. So now, our big concern is this Archon, who, to be clear, is a big concern. Like, not a fake big concern.
You address me.
Especially since we really don't have the capability to handle him with the remainder of our units in this turn.
Retribution will be swift.
And thus, I fear he will punish us for our arrogance. Vaporub, I'm going to put you on Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
And hope that helps. Actually, am I going to do that, or am I going to give Aid Protocol? No, there's no point. The Archon is nimble enough to flank anybody he wants to flank. Go on Overwatch,
I'm on it.
and we'll just have to suffer the hazards of the die. And... oh, right, the Archon thawed, and then he didn't do anything. That makes a kind of sense. Okay.
In motion.
Why does he have 1 armor? Did he always have armor? Free reload.
Weapons
How's that chain shot look? 85%. I'll take it. God damn it.
No joy here.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright. You can at least get rid of the rest of that armor. And then Vapor Rub can come in. And where can he fire from? Can you see? You can see from here.
Heading out.
We don't want any more injuries, Vapor Rub. As Team Doctor, it's your prerogative to kill this guy. Alright, well, you almost killed him. Guadalupe, we're not going to be using you here. Furball, actually, you could finish the job. Yeah, you can finish the job, no problem. Stab him!
Good riddance. They're on to me.
They're on to you. Dude, what happened to your face?
Secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alright, we have one wound, and that was on, oh, that was on Hughes, unfortunately. She got shot by that one fucking sectoid. Stupid. In the meantime, I don't know how well the other guys are doing. I guess I should check up on them in terms of their healing. That weren't too bad, though. My headphones stopped working for a second there. That was cool. Hughes gets all the superlatives. Dealt the most damage, made the most attacks, was under the fire the most. Oh, I'm sorry, Bashir actually moved the furthest. God, my dumbass computer really needs help.
I'm certainly impressed, Commander. Another heroic effort in the field.
No promotions though, right? Nope. But it was still a great mission. Even if the texture on Barnell's armor hasn't loaded. There it is. There it is.
Commander, having successfully recovered one of Dr. Valen's genetically modified test subjects, I am eager
Yes.
to begin conducting an autopsy as soon as possible. It is my hope that by following her own research notes, I will gain an even greater understanding of just
How she managed to accomplish these rapid changes.
You have done an outstanding job leading the Resistance, Commander.
Alright, cool. Well, Advent will not get alloy batting. That's actually a pretty good thing to stop. We're low on supplies. Yeah, we are. We only have 44. Oh, it's because we spent a ton of them on fucking laser weapons. On fucking laser weapons. Let's not go after the intel right now. How are we doing on getting people healed? Armory. Few soldiers. 3 days and 13 days. And 6 days. I mean, okay, but it's okay if Baba Yaga's out for a while. Because again, we've got Furball. We've got Bashir. He's not as experienced as Shinobi, but he's, you know, he still plays the part pretty well. Alright, well, let's continue healing faster.
Sector 1, the Arctic.
Even though we really need those allies, I have a feeling we're going to hit a, like a train crash or a UFO or something like that. Some kind of mission that's going to let us get a bunch of those resources. We've got a sharpshooter back, which is awesome. Let's finish up that Shadow project, and then we'll hit the mass grave for alien allies, I think. Are we... what's going on? Game?
Still can't believe it's come to this.
I truly hope those gruesome images are the worst of what we find today.
They're slaughtering us, Doctor. What could be worse?
We're about to find out. I've patched the shadow chamber directly into the ship's computer. It's been sifting through the material we recovered non-stop since our return, cataloging sequences.
Genetic sequences in near infinite combinations, yet all bearing similar genetic markers. Human markers.
There must be thousands of them.
Tens of thousands. And the procedure is still nowhere near complete.
Which is why we need the ship's computer to find out where they came from. By cross-referencing them with the data we've managed to hack from the Advent network. It's an admission file from one of the gene therapy clinics.
Avatar. Just what exactly is in that vial?
In my worst nightmares, I would never have imagined.
Doctor.
I believe we have found the missing civilians.
That's impossible.
The gene clinics. Millions of people just looking for help.
Medically screened and selected. Suitable candidates taken to that contemptible facility to be processed, refined into the material we now possess.
But why do this?
I could not begin to fathom a guess at this point. There exists no research that would ever warrant this.
It's genocide, Doctor. And these people are walking right into it. We may not know what they're doing with this stuff, but I think I can find out where it's going. Got it. It's a high-security production facility. Standard defensive complement.
Then I strongly suggest we pay them a visit, Commander.
Agreed. The information we gain could prove invaluable towards stopping the aliens' true agenda.
objective added.
Okay, good. So
Ready to
let's
move when
see
you are,
where
Commander.
that
I've updated our objectives based on the latest information.
forge facility actually
Commander,
is.
we have the coordinates
God
of the
damn
alien
it.
forge facility. I've marked its position on the map. We'll
Fuck.
need to contact the local resistance before we can attempt to move in, though.
Oh, it's way out of the fucking way. Alright, I think we have no choice. How much intel will this cost? 40 intel. The nearest relay is right there. That's good. I've got no choice. Gotta start going after it now.
Setting course for Sector 16,
Only
Indonesia.
one pip open on the Avatar project. I mean, what am I gonna do?
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
There's that supply rate I predicted. Commissar, Gunslinger, Autodoc, Shield Lancer, Codex, Sicted Soldier, Advanced Tech Commando, and Puppet. That sounds pretty soft, actually. And we've got our Sharpshooter back. How's Hughes doing? I think she wasn't even wounded from that. So actually, we've got everybody back except for Baba Yaga. So we're in fighting shape. That's actually very good news.
Research is proceeding as planned, Commander.
5 days until we get the rest of our laser weapons researched, and with the resources we get from the supply raid, we should be able to purchase them immediately
Coordinates
afterwards.
we discovered encoded on the genetic sample recovered from the
Then we'll do the
Advent
Berserker
Life
Queen research.
Why we may have only scratched the surface of the alien's infrastructure as it relates to this Avatar project. We were fortunate to recover the genetic sample when we did. Otherwise, our path may have very well ended here.
Hello, Commander.
I like this repainted Sky Ranger. Alright, so we're in pretty good shape, I think. Assuming the Avatar project gives us enough time to actually make it to the forge facility through our web of contacts. I think I'll cut it here.
And it looks like
So, this is the march to Australia.
for myself.
Gotta be able to get there.